Hey y'all, happy Wednesday, aka Mercury Day, and welcome to your daily drip for December 10th, 2025. Today is kind of a big one. So we've got a major energetic shift, a mood reset, and a whole lot of clarity coming back online. And boy, does it seem like we as a society and a collective need it. So let's get into it. When I pulled the chart for 6 a.m. from my location, the very first thing that stood out to me was, of course, Sagittarius rising at 0 degrees. So this is like brand new chapter energy, a reset, a sunrise moment, a whatever was heavy yesterday, we are not going to drag into today moment, okay? After weeks of dealing with Scorpio rising at 6 a.m., the Sag rising is kind of saying, let's move, let's breathe, let's explore, and let's be honest again. Woo, we need some of that. Now, listen, your girl is really relieved today because Neptune has been retrograde since July in its home sign of Pisces, sitting at that anoretic 29th degree like it owns the place and refuses to sell, okay? And I'm a Pisces sun and Mercury with a mutable dominant chart, so I feel like I've felt every bit of Neptune being home in Pisces for 14 years. There was even one solar return year for me where Neptune was conjunct my sun. Almost exactly. It was only off by a minute. And that's a year I had a mysterious illness. I'm a sun in the 6th house person, so the 6th house is the house of health. And yeah, it came that year and mysteriously disappeared. So, whoo. Now, Neptune retrograde, it's kind of like a clearing of inner fog, so that's what we've had some time to do. This was a time frame since July that was forcing you to see your own illusions, how you delude yourself. You were going to have to face yourself under those delusions. It was a time to break denial, dissolving spiritual bypassing, especially because God knows that is something that is rampant in these streets. And it was a time to reveal truth to yourself, kind of slowly, but not softly. Now, retrograde Neptune is internal clarity that can feel exhausting. I have had so many people tell me they have just felt waves of exhaustion since July. Now, Neptune actually moves direct today at 7:22 a.m. So by the time you listen to this, it will already have happened. Now, that doesn't mean that the world suddenly becomes logical, okay? It means that Neptunian fog, okay, is not drowning you internally. The inner emotional psychic chaos can settle a bit. Maybe your intuition recalibrates. You might feel like your inner compass is back, or your spiritual sensitivity becomes usable instead of overwhelming. So what we could likely feel today is inner space opening up or starting to open up, some pressure lifting, some exhaustion easing, maybe a sense of, okay, I'm finally ready to process this. And only you know what this is. Your intuition flowing instead of fighting you. And who do we need that? After 14 years of Neptune and Pisces doing soul surgery, today we get one step closer to feeling a release, a very real exhale. And yes, Neptune, go on ahead into Aries. We are ready. We have been ready, but that's a whole other story, and I'll be talking about that soon. Now, we still have a big Sagittarius stellium in the 1st house with Venus at 12 degrees of Sag, the Sun at 18 degrees of Sag, Juno at 23 degrees of Sag, and Mars at 26 degrees of Sag. And the sun today is in Sagittarius energy, of course, but it's in the Aries decan and the Cancer Dawad. What this brings is a confident, exploratory energy today with an emotional, reactive undertone inside. Sag fire and Cancer water, steam, along with that Aries energy, God. This is bold honesty with some feelings attached. Now, the moon has moved into Virgo today, and when I cast this chart, it was at 2 degrees of Virgo. 2 degrees of Virgo, even is Virgo energy in the Virgo decan and the Virgo Dawad. So this is a 3-scoop Virgo moon. Hopefully today we can find some clarity, emotional sorting, maybe be a little bit more analytical about what we're feeling, do improvements. This is also a good day to organize, clean, correct. I would say today and tomorrow. If you've been wanting order, wanting efficiency, this is a good day to kind of reel that in. It's also a day for emotional realism. Sometimes that can be harsh, but it's necessary. And this moon is transiting the 10th house of this chart, which is highlighting things like work, duties, reputation, public energy, how you show up, and your functioning. So today is a get it together moon, but not in like a very, very harsh way, but one where, yeah, people can see you. I'll put it to you that way. Now, we've got Mercury conjunct Black Moon Lilith at 28 degrees of Scorpio, and it's Mercury Day. So this transit is bringing some sharp honesty. You might get some truth bombs. Some shadow thoughts may continue to rise. Secrets continue to surface. I really feel like unfiltered speech and clarity is needed. So internal realizations that can no longer be ignored has been picking up over the past week. And this may lead to some conversations that have a bit of a bite. But I mean, sometimes conversations need a bite. And because Mercury is opposing Uranus, this message may arrive. This information that you need could definitely be sudden, disruptive. It could be something that you find out through the news, something that you intuit after a long time. Maybe somebody has an unfiltered mouth and says too much, and that's how you get the information you need. Or you could get it through maybe something you weren't expecting, a surprise. This is kind of like lightning strike awakening energy, and it's a good idea to be prepared for it before it shows up. Now, the North Node is sextile Vesta, South Node is trine Vesta today. This is like a realignment of purposes, routines, devotion, being careful about where your energy goes and where you've been putting it. Pluto is quincunx the Virgo moon, so there could be some emotional pressure asking for transformation. There's something about maybe going about your routine or dealing with your health today that'll scream to you, you know what? I have to completely revamp what I am doing. Now, Uranus opposing Mercury. Again, truth out of nowhere, unexpected information, aha moments. But those moments are going to have some consequences. Yeah. We've also got Lilith trine Neptune and Lilith conjunct Mercury. In a lot of ways, shadow material can become intuitive insight. So something that seemed darker when, you first thought about it or felt it, it's been darker for a reason. Words are going to reveal truth because your emotions and what's underneath those layers need tending to. Now, Chiron is square Jupiter, so today could feel like a healing moment through a lot of discomfort, okay? We've got basically, I guess you could say, confidence and abundance pairing up with wounds. And this is like a negotiation process. How do you mitigate those two things? How do you come to some sort of I shouldn't say easy. How do you come to some sort of clarity despite difficulty is what I should say, especially if you're guarding yourself from harm. The nodes are in square to Venus. So again, relationship and money themes can be intensifying. There's some reassessments that are coming up that are meant to happen, though you may not think so. Any inconveniences involving relationships, money, or values, or even your self-worth are here for a reason. This is so that you can reassess. Something needs to move. Saturn square Mars, even though it was exact and it's now separating, this is frustration, kind of easing up a bit slowly, but it's easing. These lessons are still applying though. So today I'm feeling inner clarity returning. Neptune's direct motion stops the internal spiritual fog from continuing its swirl in the way it was swirling. And the Virgo moon organizes or helps us to organize our emotions. So, and then that Mercury Lilith Uranus alignment is helping to reveal truths that we definitely need to hear. And the chart starting off at the 0 degree of Sag, which is Sag energy in the Sagittarius decan and the Sagittarius Dawad, gives us courage and a movement. We need this. We need this. So keep in mind today, it's a day of insight, honest communication, spiritual clarity, emotional sorting, reclaiming the direction you're supposed to be going in, deeper self-awareness, healing conversations, intuitive accuracy, and long-awaited breakthroughs. So today, the fog shifts, the truth settles, and now you can move with intention. So, the affirmation for today is, inner clarity guides my next step. This is the energy to get you to trust yourself again. This is the energy that you need to move forward. We should just be grateful that we have this opportunity, because even after so much confusion, so much haze, we're ready for our breakthroughs. Name it and claim it. I love you.